Hello, thank you for joining me today as we flip through the 2022 MakseLife 6-month undated planner on a standard coil. I'm so excited. Thank you to Sierra and the rest of the team at MakseLife for sending me this 6-month planner to review for you guys and to really get a chance to look through and see about some of the changes from this standard flagship planner that has been in existence for 2 years now. If you have been around, you know that I have been using these planners since January of 2020, and I am so excited for this coil. I have literally wanted this since the beginning. I love the MakseLife system, and so I'm certainly biased in that regard, but I really wanted that standard coil back in my life. I really like to be able to flip my planners back on themselves, and anyway, we could go on and on. If you love a standard coil and you aren't a big fan of the O-ring system, you are here for this. So, 3rd year for MakseLife, and I think it's just 3rd time's the charm. But let's dig into the planner. Today, I want to make sure that you know my goal here on the channel is always to help you to create a life that you love. I want to encourage you to figure out that next step, and whether that is finding a new planner for 2022, making a choice if you're sticking with the Makse system in 2022, or if it's something else. So I hope that you will subscribe to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know in the comments any questions, comments, or things that you want to talk about with this planner on this video. So with that being said, let's dig in. Today my goal is to give you a very quick, relatively quick flip through of this entire planner. So this is the 2022 MakseLife undated 6-month vertical planner with a blush vegan leather cover and a standard coil. All of the coils with MakseLife for this year, if you choose a 6-month undated or a daily undated planner, they will all be a silver or platinum color coil. Those coiled planners will all have vegan leather covers in solid colors. So this 6-month planner comes in this blush color or in a taupe, which is a kind of cross between a gray and a natural tone. I only have this one here to share with you today. The quarterly daily planners, this one is 7x9 for the 6-month, and the dailies are an A5 size, and they come in the taupe or 3 other colors. So let's dig into this one. You have the MakseLife embossed on the front, and then on the back is just plain, okay? And you do have that strap to hold it closed. Inside on the cover is this same diagonal stripe that has been throughout the MakseLife system in the past, but you will not see that stripe bordering the pages like you have in the past. You have your name page, you have your welcome letter, and again, I want to flip through kind of quick to give you the overview to start, and then we're going to dig into some more details. So this tab is actually labeled for goal setting, and you have the entire goal setting system, and there's some slight updates to the kind of fonts and things like that in here. I'll put a card above where you can go into last year's review where it shows a little more detail of what all is in this goal setting section. And overall, this is pretty much the same. You do have your annual goals pages, and these headers you'll notice here and throughout the planner are updated a little bit, more streamlined, labeled, and so on. So we have the 8 categories of the MakseLife system, your vision board area, and then your goal setting quick tips. Then you basically get into the heart of the 6-month undated part of this planner. You'll notice that these tabs are not labeled. Again, undated, meaning the tabs are not going to have the months pre-printed, but there are some stickers in the back that I'll show you in a minute that you can use to label those. Your month view is very similar to the 2021 MakseLife view. You just don't have the month labeled, but you do have the days labeled. So it is a Sunday start. Then you're going to have your monthly goals pages. Then you're going to have a reflections page, weekly actions, followed by a weekly view. And again, this is a vertical planner. Habit tracker down on the bottom, as always, gratitude heart here on the bottom as well. So you have your weeks for this. And what you'll find is that you should have 5 weeks in between each month. Yes. So what that means is no matter where your month starts or stops from Monday to Sunday, because your weekly views are Monday through Sunday, even though the monthly view is Sunday start, you will have enough weekly views between your monthly pages no matter when your month starts or ends, if that makes sense. Okay? And so once you get to the end of your month and you have your last weekly view, then you have monthly reflections as before and another title page for the next month. As you can see, everything here is that kind of grayscale printing. So if you had a 2021 full 12-month MakseLife planner, there was some color accent, and that changed as the months went on. So this will all be gray on your monthly view and your weekly view, just to go back to that real quick. And then you just continue. So you have that for 6 months. You have all of these title pages as you go through. And once you get to that last month, the next tab is going to be assessments. Now, this is one of the differences between the full flagship planner, the 12-month planner, and a 6-month planner, is your assessments are together in their own tab. So a 6-month planner would give you 2 opportunities for a quarterly assessment, and they are basically back to back. The other thing is you get this like together, basically. So 2 of those. And so basically before, you have this more spread out. So I'll go into it in a minute, I'll show you, but basically in the 12-month planner, you're going to have a monthly reflections page, and then your quarterly assessment is going to be all of this information combined and kind of smaller. So I like that there's more room to write here, basically. Extras is your next tab, and this is one of the other things that's new in this whole system of undated planners for MakseLife. This is in the quarterly and the 6-month undated planners. You have this section called Future Plans. These do kind of have that color scheming that was in the months in the 2021 monthly view, but you can label your months whatever you need them to be, and because this is a 6-month planner, you have 6 months of future planning space here, and then you have a bunch of lined notes pages. So you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 double page note spreads, and then this one on the back, followed by your pocket, double-sided and laminated like before. This has your diagonal stripe again, because again, it's not on your borders of your pages like it has been in the past. And then in this pocket is where these monthly labels are going to be in your planner. If you choose to get an undated product, you will also have labels in your daily. So the daily and the 6-month come with these little labels. They're clear labels, so they'll match the font and everything that's on your extras tab, your assessments, your goal setting. And you do get the full year. So no matter when you start this planner, let's say you decide to do this in March and you want to start it in April, you'll be able to label your planner whatever months you're using it for. Then you have your coiled in set of stickers, 1 sheet, and these are a nice matte finish. I love the color. Of course, this is all coordinated with the MakseLife colors for the 8 areas of life. And then you have your slip pocket in the back, which is a good thickness if you really want to put stuff in there. You've got plenty of room. And that being said, the other thing with this coil change, so here's your band to keep it closed. But the other thing with this coil change is in this 6 month in particular, you have a good amount of room on this coil. So for someone like me, if you have been over to my Instagram account, which is at Tammy Skipper, you've seen plenty of spreads with planner stickers. I've been a scrapbooker, paper crafter, for years and years and years. Planning is just the avenue that I do that in a lot right now. And so it's nice for me to know that I have room for a lot of that as I go throughout a 6 month period. Okay, that is your super quick flip through. And now what I want to do is talk about some of the other differences. So we talked about the diagonal stripe being taken away from the edges of the pages. I think what I'll do now is go ahead and bring you to a little bit of a view of the current year planner alongside this one. So there's a couple things to consider. In the 12-month dated planners, whether you are thinking about this year's planner, the 2021 planner, or the one for 2022, when things are undated, there might be things you're not thinking about. So your month, of course, is going to be undated. Your days of the week are going to be undated on your weekly view. So you have just little gray dots, no numbers, of course. No monthly calendar for the following month because you undated. Okay, so things to think about. And of course, no month printed up here like you do in a full flagship planner. All right, let's look at the weekly real quick. I just think that this is kind of one of those things that when you see it, you'll remember things you might not think about, basically. So let's go to a weekly view in the current year planner. Now this full 12-month planner that I'm comparing to is the 2021, and this 6 month undated is the 2022. I was not sent a full 2022 MakseLife planner. So this is 2021 to 2022, but the concept is basically the same. And the design of the 2022 full year interior is not that much different than this one. So again, you have the days of the week, but not the dates of the week on your undated planner. Everything else is pretty much going to be the same, as you can see. And I will say that I kind of wish these were lower. So when you are a sticker planning kind of person, it's hard to basically work stickers here unless you work them off of the line and layer them up or use a really wide washi or something. So just something to think about. However, of course, what it is it's the same printing that you would get just without the date. So I'm sure for typesetting and printing, this is a much more cost-effective way to provide the undated option for those of us who wanted a 6 month planner. Okay, another thing that is going to be different is in the back of your full 12 month planner, you are going to have a year at a glance double page spread. So I have 2021 on this side, 2022 on this side. There is no annual calendar view in your 6 month undated. Literally nothing in here will reference a year, a month, or a day. So any place that you would have year or month or day in your full 12 month planner, you're not going to have it here. You're only going to have those future planning rectangles that we showed at the back of this undated planner. Okay, the plus side is you certainly have more room to write. So let's look at that. You're going to have a lot more room to write details. So it's kind of up to you what you think you prefer. You're not going to have this calendar view. Most of us can pull that up on our phones pretty quickly now. So you could argue that this is a more useful space. You could potentially also print off or order little monthly view stickers from a sticker shop and put those beside your months or at the end of your box for whatever month if you want that built in. The other thing is I have gotten sticker sheets from a shop like Caffeinated Kate before where you can have all of this and then a place for notes at the bottom. So you could actually even, get a sticker like that or make your own and put it right on one of these notes pages since you have so many notes pages. Let's see. So those are kind of some of the differences. Your tabs are not going to be labeled, of course, all that date information. I just wanted to kind of talk about, you know, those differences in the 12-month to the 6-month undated, because I think that's something that you want to think about. Now let's get into what has been updated that would be true of this 6-month undated or the 12-month dated flagship planners that are coming out, because some of these changes are across the board. So on the weekly reflections page, it changed from pre-printed in 2020 with the prompts of what's working, what's not, and so on. And it had, you know, little paragraph sections for that in 2020. In 2021, you had just a dot grid page with the little encouraging note at the bottom and nothing printed at the top. So you would have to reference at the front in your goal setting section the reflection questions if you wanted to use it in that way. But it was nice to have the versatility of just a dot grid page. What Sierra has done for 2022 that I think is so brilliant, this is one of my top 3 favorite changes for 2022, is in very subtle gray, she has made the keywords of the reflection questions printed across the top. So if you want to use this for reflections, it's right here. It says reflect on wins, what worked, what didn't work, lessons learned, and adjustments needed. Absolutely one of my top 3 favorite changes. Okay. And then on your weekly actions, your monthly goals, you'll see here, let's go to monthly goals. So basically in both of these layouts throughout your planner, and again, this will be the same for the 12-month version, these areas are streamlined, labeled, there's no scalloping here. So it's just much more streamlined. That's really the word. I don't know why I want to make it more complicated than that. And it is a little more, arguably, it's more gender neutral. You still have the areas of MakseLife, you know, built in with the color coding. Let's go to the monthly view. So in your monthly goals, just to compare these two, instead of one little partial flag with focus to the side, you can put your focus underneath and then your banner goes all the way across and it's a little more narrow. Just much neater to me. I appreciate this so much. Also, in the most subtle change here, the person that the quote is attributed to is at the end of the quote. Let's see if it is like that on the others, because I really like, yes. So I really like that these are all the way across and you have this kind of space underneath, the same as the other side. Okay. So monthly goals and weekly goals sections, these headers are much more streamlined. Again, no diagonal borders on the pages. Probably second of my 3 favorite changes for the planner. One of the other items that I was sent to show you guys is the daily sticky pad. And this is basically the layout of the daily planner. So let me just let that sit down so you can take a look. So you have a place with checklists down this side, a date header, a focus header, a little 3 bullet point section. So your top 3 or AM, midday, and PM focuses, whatever you need it to be. And then you have this section, which can be your time slots if you want. Dot grid at the bottom, and then 3 more little just gray boxes for you to use however you want. The great thing about this sticky pad is you can take one of these sheets, and if you like a full weekly planner normally, but every once in a while you just need a little more room, you can take this sheet, use it right inside your planner for that day, and then when you're done, you can just throw it away. I love this because without it being timed and all of that, you can also just use this as an extra weekly to-do list. If you wanted to take this pad and put it on your reflections page right after your month, or if you wanted to stick it next to your weekly goals, so you could use it here, let's see, as like a monthly, kind of to-do list. If you wanted to, you could put it on each week, kind of the same concept, but if you wanted to move it basically from week to week, you could certainly do that. So anyway, I just think that this is super versatile, and to have it as a sticky page is just fantastic. It's going to be grayscale. This is exactly, again, the same format as the daily planner. So if you're thinking about the daily planner, you would have one page with 7 blocks, like a horizontal weekly view, and then 7 of these pages, and then another weekly view, and 7 more of these. So you do get one even for each day of the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. There's going to be lots more videos from the review crew out today, so you can certainly go take a look at one of those videos to see more details on the daily planner. You may be wondering about the pricing for 2022, and I'm just going to go ahead and start this by saying it's not inexpensive. This is a full 6-month weekly planner with a goal setting system built in, and you have the free extra accountability of the MakseLife community over on Facebook and even on Instagram. If you just use the MakseLife hashtag, you will find amazing community members to help you through your goals throughout the year as just part of being part of that community. And really, you can join the community whether you're using MakseLife or not. All that being said, this 6-month undated planner with the vegan leather cover and this super heavy duty standard coil is going to be $64 for 2022. And the full 12-month version is only going to be $12 more. So if you're looking for this complete system and the best use of your funds because you need to watch your budget, I really am going to recommend that you think about that 12-month planner. That is going to be the most cost-effective choice. However, if you really have not stepped into MakseLife because of the O-ring binding and you don't think that you're going to use one with that kind of coil, this one is a fantastic choice at $64. The 60 sheets of daily pad, sticky pad, is only $10, so it's a fantastic supplement to either of those planner options. Of course, there's a daily planner option, and again, there'll be more videos and more information that you can reference over on MakseLife and the review crew for more prices. There's a ton of accessories also launching with the launch, and I don't want to just bore you with like all the prices of all the things in this video. If you are thinking about this 6-month undated planner, the other fantastic thing about 2022 is MakseLife will be restocking throughout the year. And what you're giving up and having things undated instead of predated is they are going to be able to restock these items. So you can get one now, and in a few months you can order the next one that you need. I love that. Another big change is all of these items will be shipping from a distribution center. So as soon as you order on launch day, everything should be there. At the time of this filming, everything's expected to be at the warehouse on time for shipping starting on launch day. If you were part of Club Moxie, then you can order on November 15th. If you have signed up for the MakseLife VIP mailing list, you can order on the 16th, and anyone and everyone can order on the 17th of November. If you are interested in using my affiliate link or anyone else's, make sure you check that. And even if you can pre-order early, you will get a password to use for the password protected website on those early launch dates. I appreciate so much you taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you will share it if someone has been considering MakseLife but needed the standard coil. And if you have found this helpful, I hope that you will consider using my link below, which of course is an affiliate link. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below. I can't wait to see how many of you choose this beautiful blush cover on a standard coil in the MakseLife system. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.